right, what is going on, wrestling fans? We are back, and this time we are doing the Smackdown and Collision review. This is CCW.
Yes, CCW.
I
We
had
talk
to,
wrestling.
I had to, so I had to watch Smackdown through Simon Miller.
Through Simon Miller's professional opinion.
Yeah. I love Simon. He's so positive.
He
Um,
is.
and then I got to watch Collision live tonight, so that's always I always catch Collision live though. Well, not always. I do now. Um,
Yeah, I had to watch SmackDown on my phone through a VPN because I didn't record it. I didn't DVR it through my cable provider, so I think I got the abbreviated version, but it should be, well, it was minus the commercial break, so it was like an hour and 47 minutes worth of SmackDown goodness.
right. Unfortunately, Friday nights I A don't have the time and B I don't have the means. So I kind of at some point I need to figure out either how to use my current VPN or how to get it to work so that I can watch it on Netflix.
So if you have, that's what I did. I watched it through Netflix through the UK. So if you put your VPN on the UK, it should pop up on Netflix.
I think the last time I tried to use my VPN, it didn't work though. So I don't think the VPN that I have is very good. It's good enough to make sure that I can say that I'm from the UK to watch other things. Um,
Which VPN do you have?
McCaffrey.
Okay, so you have like I didn't even know McCaffrey had one. I
Yeah.
have I have Surfshark. So Surfshark, if you're listening and you want to sponsor the show, uh,
Do you do you
reach
live
out.
in do you live in Indiana and want to watch adult entertainment but can't because they made it illegal here?
Surfshark VPN. Please don't use that against us, Surfshark.
That's why I have a VPN. I'm gonna be honest. Um. Anyways, no shame,
Nice
folks.
tangent.
No
Nice
shame.
tangent.
Speaking of adult entertainment, so SmackDown, Adam Pearce. I don't know. That has nothing to do with each other. Adam Pearce was filling in for Nick Aldis and was investigating a car wreck. I think.
That is true. Solo's group was in a hit and run. So Adam Pierce was out there investigating it with the police officers for San Antonio. Kind of chaotic. Did you catch the? I don't remember what the lady's name that does the backstage segments are.
I don't remember.
They're all like interchangeable at this point. No offense to her. She's doing the best she can with what she's got, but she came out there, investigative journalism. Got some words from Pierce. Cody walked up to get the contract from Adam Pierce so he could look it over for the main event stuff. But yeah, investigations ongoing. So this will pop up later in the show.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes showed up to harass them about the contract signing with Cena as well.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Cody showed up so he could see
Yeah.
the contract because he wanted to read it before they had the segment. So he takes off with the contract while Adam Pierce is sitting there handling chaos.
I will say, as a prerequisite for this show, why did Adam Pearce come over to SmackDown and book way more SummerSlam matches than Nick Aldis would have?
Yeah, come on, Nick Aldis, show up to work, bro.
Adam,
Adam Pierce is booking 2 shows.
well, he's got 2 nights to book, so I mean, you know.
Well, that's true too. Somebody's got to do it, I guess. Get this show on the road.
Last week,
It's coming very quickly.
last week there was 1 match. Currently, there's like 15, and they've only got 2 more weeks left.
Oh God, I don't even want to think about the card yet.
We 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 find out Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett are announcing, and I only know that because of pictures.
Yes, you are correct. I have with Wade Barrett and Joe Tessitore. So, good job, Joe. Way to show up to work. Wade.
You're an overworker,
Yeah.
but I need a break.
Anything to get away from Corey Graves and Michael Cole for at least a show is good.
Yeah, I will say. I love Corey Graves, so I could use more
Corey
Corey Graves.
Graves, Corey Graves doesn't bother me,
It's more Michael Cole for
but
me. I'm
yeah,
over Michael.
he's just the contrarian to Michael Cole, and it just gets tiresome because we've seen it for so many years now. So Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett was a nice break from that.
Absolutely. Thinking of things that I both hate and love at the same time. Charlotte and Alexa Bliss get a tag team title shot because Charlotte just asked for it.
Yeah, that was the promo that was next. Yeah, she just, because she's still Charlotte Flair, so she just goes up and says, "Hey, I want a match at SummerSlam," and they're just like, "Oh yeah, you're Charlotte Flair, so here you go. Perks to being
I
Flair."
I love it because I was hoping they were going to be the two going for the tag titles anyways, but I hate it
It,
because there was no build. It was literally just, hey, we didn't win or lose last week.
yeah, at least some of the other things have some build, like the tag title matches, number one contendership thing later. At least there's some matches that are actually leading to chances and not just names and reputation.
Right. And then match one was Raquel Rodriguez with Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte Flair with Alexa Bliss.
Yes, Flair asked Alexa to come out there for support since they were having the title shot, and she knew Roxanne would be out there. Nice little back and forth from Bliss and Flair during the promo to kind of set up this. She said she wanted Bliss to be her cheerleader, so of course Bliss comes out with pom poms.
She's doing the reverse. She's doing the reverse Julia Hart.
She's literally all of her gimmicks at the same time. So good for her, I guess. Callbacks. We'll call it long-term booking.
Yeah, that's what most people try to call
it. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't hate this match. It was pretty good. It was a TV match. Nothing exciting. Raquel got most of the offense. She was powering Charlotte around.
I like the distraction backfiring.
Yes. So Roxanne went for the distraction. So Bliss also did a distraction while Charlotte took care of the distraction on the other side. The Bliss's distraction led to a boot and a roll-up for a Charlotte win. So nice little sequence to close the match. Yeah, it was a pretty good TV match.
I guess next week we're probably going to get Roxanne versus
Bliss. Yes, they did announce that later in the night.
Oh,
you
hey.
are correct, sir.
Who would have thought?
It's almost like you've seen these shows before.
So I guess police end up looking for Jacob. He shows up. They arrest him.
That is the truthus.
And then we get a Jade promo. I don't know anything about, and then a Priest and Hayes promo. So if you want to run through the promos real quick, I don't.
So yeah, the Pierce promo with the cops is just like, come on, Jacob, think of your family. Just cooperate. Blah 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 blah. Which it'll lead to another segment later tonight. So much Solo Sikoa in that group on this show, which is to me not a great thing. The Tiffany Stratton Jade was more of like a hype video promoting their match for SummerSlam, where both of them is going over their thing like, no one expects me to be here, and I'm the champ, and no one expects me to win, and back and forth and back and forth. Right. Trying to build for the match at SummerSlam. Not really doing it for me. I'm hoping the match is better than everybody expects. They're both athletic ladies, so here's hoping. But the hype video didn't really do much for me, especially since we've known this match is going to be happening for a while now.
My problem with this match, if I'm being honest, leading up to it, is Jade has yet to prove to me that she can carry a match. I watched her for her last year in AEW, and then none of that was impressive. She was pretty sloppy in the ring overall. she leaves the company, gets signed by WWE, which was something she wanted to do. They make a huge deal out of it, and then she has to disappear for training for fucking ever just to come back and still not be very impressive.
Yeah, it's almost like they didn't know what they were getting when they signed her. I think they probably thought she was a little further along in her development than she was. But yeah, she didn't really work 50-50 matches. She worked squash matches, and that was about it.
Right. And now, and again, she has the look. Like, she looks great.
She's got a phenomenal look.
And she's got a great presentation as a whole. Her entrance and everything really works well in the company.
Yeah. Yeah. If you had to, like, draft a professional wrestler from a lady's perspective, like, she's got the looks, she's got the stature, the presence. She's just not quite there work rate wise.
Right. And then you got the Priest and Hayes promo, which leads into the match.
Yeah, there was a recap of the Priest Aleister Black R-Truth stuff from last week, leading into the backstage segment with Priest and Carmelo Hayes, where Priest was coming up looking for Aleister Black. Hayes kind of a thorn in his side there, and then they just kind of talked smack back and forth, and it set up a match. Carmelo Hayes versus Damian Priest. Actually, this was a really good TV match, despite kind of how it ended, even though I kind of like how it ended as well.
It's one of those things where interferences, there's only so many that you really want to see, and WWE does them a lot.
Yes. Yes, they do.
And this is one, though, that, like, the interference makes sense, and it looked good, and so it's like, on one hand, it's like, oh, man, I love the interference, but at the same time, like, I don't need so many of them.
Yeah. It furthers the feud. You know, they're fighting at SummerSlam, probably. Aleister Black looked really good here with the interference. I love watching people break up the old school, because nobody ever did it when Taker did it. Well, very few people did.
Unless your name was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, Austin was about the only one. Austin, and I think I saw Bret Hart do it once.
I think Rock did it once too, though.
Okay, that's literally three people out of the hundreds that he did it to.
Yeah.
But yeah, anytime I can see somebody screw up the old school, because I just
logically it's such a dumb move.
Yes, thank you, because I was struggling to put it together because it was so silly.
It looks cool though.
It does.
When Taker does it.
Damien is just kind of Temu Undertaker, so makes sense for him to do it, I guess. But yeah, Aleister Black looked great. Yeah, kind of excited to see where this went. Good TV match between him and Hayes. Both guys worked real hard. Nice little counters and what have you. It was great. It was a good match.
I love Priest, and then I hate him. Like, I swear, for every one great match he has, I feel like he has two or three just very mediocre or bad ones.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
But when he has a great match, it is so good.
Yeah.
And I just wish he would. I wish he would figure it out. Well, I guess they would just. They need to get the right opponents for him as well. There are some people that just do not work well with big men.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't think he is good enough to carry a match quite yet.
I agree. Most of his really good matches were due to him being in there with somebody who can kind of carry their end of it and not have to have him carry the match itself.
And I do wish we'd see more of Mello. I like Mello. I think he has a potential to be a star in the future. It'll probably still be a few years. But
man, he fizzled out so fast when he got on the main roster. He was like the next big thing on NXT, and he got up and it just went nowhere.
Yeah. And
I don't know if he was the unfortunate beneficiary of Vince still being there when he first got called up, and has just never recovered, or what the
No,
deal is.
he got stuck in what I like to call the Miz vortex.
There's a lot of vortexes in wrestling, but the Miz vortex is a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because wasn't he like his tag partner and stuff?
Yeah. I feel like once you get stuck with Miz, dude, it's over. For a while.
Poor Miz.
And that's not even
Well,
I don't even think Miz is terrible. I think Miz is one of the better.
no, Miz is underrated.
I feel like Miz is one of the better celebrities turned wrestlers. Probably the best.
Celebrity is probably a very nice way of putting it for him.
He was a pretty big reality star. I mean,
Yeah, but
for the '90s, that was
a reality star, a celebrity.
For the '90s, early 2000s. That's pretty celeb. Although now at this point he's known for having that hot wife of his.
Maurice. Hey man, that's the host of American Gladiators.
Speaking of which,
Take
so much
that for what that is worth.
So much drama has happened because there's both AEW and WWE people working that show. So much.
Oh
drama.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. Nice.
Yeah.
Love drama.
The WWE is not happy that Wardlow's on there.
Oh, is he one of the gladiators?
Yeah. That's
Wow. So he's just poor Wardlow. Got over, and then they just mishandled him terribly. But, oh well.
So
I digress.
we get a Wyatt 6 promo. We don't need to go too far in depth into this. All I can say regarding it, since I haven't seen it, is I'm bummed I missed them win the tag titles.
Yeah. I put for the promo, I'm not into this faction, but I bet Nick is.
You're damn right I am. I love the Wyatt 6. In fact, I was looking for a Wyatt 6 shirt originally for WrestleMania, or for Royal Rumble.
I can believe that.
And then I couldn't find one that I wanted to order that I thought looked good from the WWE shop. So then I, for a second, looked at Stone Cold Steve Austin vests, and then I was like, I will never...
You was running the gamut there.
I was like, I will never wear this outside of this event. So then I settled for John Cena.
Man.
Solo and crew come out.
Speaking of factions I don't care about.
He accuses Jacob Fatu of all the stuff. Jacob gets brought back by the cops, and they say that he's been relieved of his accusations. And then Jimmy and Jacob end up coming out and beating down the group in the ring.
Yeah. So
I know there's more to it, but that was the gist of it.
Yeah, Solo came out. He started talking. The crowd just was relentless with the what chants. It threw him off. He's not ready to be the vocal leader of an entire group. It just makes them just come across so bad and so second rate. But yeah, the police let Jacob Fatu go. Thanks to Jimmy Uso, or at least it makes it seem like Jimmy was a part of that. Jimmy and Jacob hit the ring, beat down Solo's group, even though they were outnumbered. Did set up a nice little match at SummerSlam with Jacob versus Solo for the U.S. title in a cage match. So that's nice.
Apparently, Adam Pearce had said something like, "Since you want to put people in jail."
Yeah, Adam Pearce came out for the announcement, saying all that stuff.
It's like, oh, and you're gonna get arrested.
Yeah, and the police came down and then arrested him for falsely accusing Jacob and taking him out in handcuffs. So, segment was fine. Promo was bad. the Jimmy and Jacob Fatu beatdowns of the group kind of saved the segment overall because the promo was really, really bad.
Okay.
What happens after that? Or
no. I had to look up something because I meant to write it in and I didn't. For something specific, I have an underline where it was supposed to be an issue that I had. So this next match is the most disappointing part of the show for me.
Oh, the match?
Yeah.
Oh. We're not going to talk about the Jelly Roll recap package? If not, I am fucking okay with that.
No, I don't really care too much for recap packages. Are you talking about the one where he was on the Tonight Show?
Yeah. The highlight of it is he chokeslammed Logan Paul through the late night table, the late night desk. That was the gist of that, really, anyways. But yeah, I know why you're going to complain about the next match.
So the next match is Stephanie Vecher versus Alba Fire, and Steph wins in like 3 minutes. And here's the thing: this is the type of match 3 years ago I would have been super fucking excited for. Because I do think Alba Fire is a good in-ring talent. I mean, we're talking about a woman who held the UK's Women's Championship for 649 days.
Yeah, it was like you said, a nothing match. It did nothing. It did nothing for either opponent, or Piper, who was out there and kind of did the extracurriculars after the match. It was a nothing segment. It was just a nothing segment.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, again, I would have loved this match pre Alba wearing a suit. I think the secret Hervis or whatever they call it is dumb.
Yeah, the gimmick
as a whole.
It's just the gimmick.
I don't think Chelsea Green needs it.
It makes all of them look lesser than.
And I feel bad for Piper too. Piper's really fucking good.
She's just been bounced around from mediocre thing to mediocre thing to mediocre thing since she's been called up. It's unfortunate because, like you said, she can work.
She can work. She's not bad on the mic. I mean, she's not the best, but not everybody's going to be, a Becky Lynch or, I don't know who else to fucking in the women's division is good on the mic.
Chelsea's good on the mic. Bailey's good on the mic.
Definitely not Lyra. Lyra's getting better, but yeah, no, this just it sucks, dude. I hate watching, and there are tons of people that love this whole thing, and cool, whatever. I'm glad you do. I don't. I think Chelsea's better than this. I think Alba's better than this. I think Piper's better than this. I don't get why they've stuck everybody where they're at.
Yeah, Chelsea and her little faction can be a lot more. They're getting kind of pigeonholed into the comedy heel trio, and that's kind of unfortunate because they, like you said, they could be a little more than that. They could be more of a serious heel group. I mean, they are in the mid card of the women's division.
I mean,
they don't need to be a comedy act.
The good news is they're not as bad as Pure Fusion Collective was, but
I don't even know who that is, so that must have been really bad.
Oh, that was Pure Fusion Collective was a couple of them aren't even there anymore. Hold on.
Yeah, if it was that fleeting, it could not be that good.
It was a short time when Sonya Deville, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Stark were together.
Oh, is that okay? I remember when they were a thing. I did not remember that was their name, but I remember when they were a thing. That wasn't that long ago.
No, I also feel bad for Zoe Stark. Anyways,
true that.
No, I was just super disappointed in all this, and again, the SmackDown women's division is so shallow right now.
Yeah, it leaves a lot to be desired.
And I feel like again, all of these women could be used to boost it in a positive way, and instead they're just a joke right now. And I get Chelsea. Chelsea's had the joke thing on lock. You know, she was doing this obviously way before old girl on AEW was doing it. Harley Cameron.
Yep.
And I think they're both great at doing the comedy routine. And if that's what they want to do and they're okay with it, let them run with it. That's fine. But I don't like everyone else being roped into it. But again, they might want to be there. I'm not one to say that they're not. They could be. They could have been like, yeah, you know, we want to do this. But I just wish it was more for them than what they're doing.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're on TV. So, I mean, nobody's going to turn down TV time. No. TV time is precious, regardless of what you're doing. So, you got to just take the booking and try to make the best out of it. Unfortunately, they're not giving them a lot to really chew on.
Right. All right, DIY and backstage. DIY and Street Profits have a backstage segment.
Yes, it was a very bland promo until DIY showed up. Poor Street Profits. Speaking of people who are talented, who are given really nothing to do, even though they were just tag champions.
Yeah. I guess the Street Profits were like, oh, we were going to get our titles back, and then DIY came out and talked shit, as they do.
Yeah, they rubbed it in their face that they weren't in the number one contendership match, even though they just lost their tag titles, which doesn't make a ton of sense considering the people in the match. But what do I know?
So this isn't even the first. By the way, this isn't even the first 4-way tag title match or tag match that we're going to cover tonight in this entire review.
I'm so sick of multi-man matches. There's been so many of them.
but let me tell you this: I keep meaning to have this conversation. I want to get this conversation out now because I always forget to finally do it when we get to covering one. Listen, I enjoy me a good multi-man match, but when it comes to teams, I don't. I prefer it to just be 2 teams unless it's a special stipulation type match. I mean, I'll take a TLC match any day of the week. My problem with multi-man tag matches or multi-team tag matches is this stupid rule where you still only have 2 people in the ring at once and all the other teams have to sit at the other corners and wait to be tagged in.
Yeah, it's blind tag central, man.
I've always hated it. Always. Regardless of which company's done it. Like, that's why I like TLC. TLC, everybody's just in there beating each other's asses. Right? I feel like every multi-tag team match like this should be Tornado. Just let people go. Go crazy, have fun, and then eventually pull out a winner. Because I just, I just don't enjoy it. The format. I mean, the matches aren't always terrible, but I don't enjoy the format.
This match was not bad by any stretch. It's high spot city, right? I in my notes I just put just high spot after high spot after high spot.
Say it's an AEW match.
Pretty much, with some folks who have been there.
This probably would have been my match of the night had I watched the show.
Yeah, as far as like what happened in wrestling, it is by far the match of the night.
I love me a good spot fest though, so
I am not a big fan of Rey Fenix's gear in WWE.
I'm not a fan of him being with Andrade.
Yeah,
At least it gives Andrade something to do.
It does.
But there's somebody else I would rather Ray be working with, if I'm just being honest.
Well, his brother's not done with his singles push yet. It's only a matter of time, and I'd imagine Andrade is going to betray Phoenix at some point, because that just seems like an easy way to get out of that, and that sounds like some WWE booking to me.
And it also sounds like something Andrade would do.
Yeah, character-wise, it lines right up with what Andrade has done in the past. But Phoenix and Andrade get the win, and they get a chance at the Wyatts next week on SmackDown. So that ought to be something.
Nice. What are the odds? The Wyatts win, shenanigans happen. another team gets thrown in and we get a 3-team match at SummerSlam.
Just keep on. Well, instead of just subtracting one, why don't we just add another and another? We'll just make it a 6-team match.
They're gonna be like, no, this is what it's gonna be. This is what it's gonna be.
It's gonna be a tag team battle royal.
Street Profits are gonna be the ones that interfere next week during this match because they're gonna be pissed off.
You're right, and that's gonna
be the third team.
Yep. Write it down. Write it down.
All right, so then we get to the contract signing. I mean, if you want to run through the whole thing, I've got it like the most short and sweet version of it.
So it starts out, Adam Pearce introduces Cody. Cody comes out, cuts a very long Cody promo. Literally in my notes, I just put standard Cody promo talking about
what you want to talk about.
What he's overcome and how he's going to, do what he's going to do to reach what he needs to do and get to Cena's son.
I'm not going to flinch again.
SummerSlam.
Up, hold on.
Yeah,
We're losing you. Okay, you're back. You were cutting out on me.
Oh, was I?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm back. Good. Yeah, it was just basic Cody stuff. It didn't pick up until Cena came out, and Cena started doing the coward heel stuff where he was trying to justify, oh, I can't be at SummerSlam. I'm just, my movie schedule is so busy. I'm doing a movie for Netflix. Netflix knows, and they want me to be in tip-top shape and stuff. So I just can't make it to SummerSlam. My name can't be on the contract. And as soon as he said that, I was like, Cody's going to write the name on his contract using his hand. And that's exactly what ended up happening. But a little foreshadowing there. But no, Cena did well. This was a very good Cena promo where he was coming across as genuine, concerned John Cena, but at the same time being a cowardly heel trying to back out of the match because he's obviously got some concerns.
Funny enough, aside from Cena's wrestling still being absolute shit for this entire run, I will say there's a huge difference first half to second half of this run, promo wise from him.
His promo work's coming around,
and
I don't know if it's just because he's gotten so distant from the Rock stuff.
I think it's
that was just kind of weighing it down.
Well, I think it also has a lot to do with he's finally not just spending the time shitting on the crowd. Cena's
blaming them for everything.
Cena is best, even as a heel, when he's shitting on his opponent.
Yep.
Or in this case, trying to get out of the match. Like when Simon was talking about everything that had happened here, I laughed because I was like, why does that sound like something I could believe Cena legit would do anyways? Like,
yeah.
Like, I really want to wrestle, and you're gonna get your rematch. However, I just can't do it at SummerSlam. I got work to do.
It was like he was balancing old good guy Cena and cowardly heel Cena, trying to avoid it. It was a nice little balance.
And then, of course, Cody knocks him out, and then forces
Cody
him to
attacks him. It's a little bit of a back and forth. Cena brings the belt in. Was going to hit Cody with it. Cody essentially counters, hits him with the title, puts him on the table and does a splash through the table, and then makes him sign the contract with his own hand. And then it's announced that the match is a street fight, which I then put, guess we know how Cody will lose. Somebody's interfering.
Maybe.
I said maybe Final Boss coming back. Hope not.
We'll see.
And Cody holds the belt high as the show goes off the air.
So we're gonna see what happens, because the last time somebody forced somebody else's signature on a contract, Adam Pearce, I believe, recanted it and ended up
that would be crappy.
And ended up making that person work for their title shot, because it was a different situation, but very similar in other ways. That was the time, I don't know if you remember, it was Rhea Ripley.
Oh, was that the Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair thing?
I believe so. And then
Okay,
eventually
yep.
Rhea did earn her way into the match. But I don't know if they'll do that though. I'm pretty sure they really wanted the street fighting stuff to happen at SummerSlam. SummerSlam. I keep almost saying Survivor Series.
It's his final year. He's not going to be at SummerSlam.
Right. And also, here's the thing. There is a good chance he does lose this because there are rumors that they want to have the title go one way and Cena go another for the rest of Cena's career. I don't know. Because I still think you keeps the title on Cena until he retires. Like, I don't necessarily need to see him win with it and then retire with it. But, like, his last match be the one he loses. You've already come this far, and it's almost the end of the year. So, I mean, that's halfway through the year.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not... we still got a long way to go. We still got plenty of dates for him to do the redemption arc and stuff. Do we really want Cody to get the belt back this quickly?
My problem is I don't want Cody to get the belt back, period. Not for a while. And it's again, I don't hate Cody. Before anyone tries to jump on this like, oh, you don't like... No, I don't have a problem with Cody. Cody's best storytelling is the chase. Once he gets the title...
Well, that's every babyface, though.
It's not necessarily. There have been tons of baby faces that still are great with the championship. My problem, or at least serviceable with the championship, Cody's not. Once Cody gets it, he becomes the most boring character on the roster. He just comes out not
more boring than fucking Roman Reigns. That man had that title so long, I don't ever want to see him have it again.
I don't know, because at least Roman, when he's on the mic, the rare times he is, he's menacing.
That's one show every,
every 6 weeks.
12 weeks.
Maybe that's what Cody needs to do when he's champion, because I'm just telling you, every time Cody comes out and he starts the show, well, what do you want to talk about?
Maybe we need a heel Cody.
And that's what I'm hoping happens. There are rumors that somebody is supposed to be turning heel at SummerSlam. And
you think they're going to try to do a double turn where Cena turns face and Cody turns heel?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know how well that'll work.
I don't think the WWE Universe is ready for a heel Cody. I'm ready for a heel Cody.
I don't know if Cody's ready for a heel Cody.
But here's going to be my problem. I honestly don't want a heel Cody at this point. Do you know why?
I do. I loved ROH heel Cody.
I do too. But the problem is he can never be ROH heel Cody in the WWE.
Why?
Because they're going to have to water him down so much. Like
he can bring Brandy back and get all that cheap heat that she provides.
Yeah, but
for some reason people hate Brandy Rhodes.
But the heel he was in ROH, the heel he was in New Japan Pro Wrestling, where he used to tell people to fuck off and things like that. Like, he can't be fully who he is as a heel in other promotions, and that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, but it's not all swear words and stuff. You can still be edgy and still, because the parameters aren't as strict. They're on Netflix now. It's not network TV still. Well, fuck, he's on SmackDown, ain't he?
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
But again, if they can find a way to work it, because here's the thing. What I also don't want is WWE old school heel Cody Rhodes.
You don't want dashing Cody
Rhodes?
No,
dashing Cody Rhodes was who I was hoping was going to eventually be let out of his contract. Because he wasn't entertaining.
Sorry. I love dashing Cody Rhodes.
But yeah, he
went out with the mirror thing and looking at himself and stuff. Right. And then he had somebody smashed his face. We had the face card thing. That was good heel. That was good heel Cody work there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we ready to move on to Collision?
Yeah. So something I was actually able to watch fully.
Even though
my mouse died. Son of a bitch.
Neither show was, anything to write home about, even though I got 2 pages of notes.
He said, I wrote home about it. Like, I do all of my notes on Google Docs.
Yeah, I'm watching the show with Kristen. Shout out to Kristen. And she would go crazy if I was over here typing away at things.
Poor Joe. Poor Kristen too, though.
Oh yeah, her brain would be on fire, and she would be throwing things at me.
She's like, "Fucking quit it."
She bought me pins that don't click.
People are lighting fireworks outside.
I'm a clicker of the pin, and she hates it. So she bought me pins that don't click.
Right. So Collision. Give me one quick second. I will be right back. All right, so we start off Collision with Dustin coming out thanking his dad and stresses the importance of the phrase "keep stepping" and how his dad used to always tell him to keep stepping, which is funny because he does say "keep stepping" a lot on Twitter.
Does he?
He does. He promises to be the best TNT champion ever, and then Don Callis comes out with Kyle Fletcher walking like a WWF Raw on Xbox character.
Yeah, he was. That was an Kyle Fletcher's gear and just man.
I was talking about Don Callis. Don Callis was walking like that.
So Kyle Fletcher walks like he's just like robotic sometimes.
He has those moments as well.
Don Callis is Don Callis. I love Don Callis, so I'm never going to say a bad thing about Don Callis.
That's good. Someone needs to balance my bullshit out.
easiest heat in the business, man. All he has to do is say anything.
Fletcher says Dustin weaseled his way into the match, and while he earned his way in, Dustin then says he's fought hard to finally get this title, and he failed multiple times to get to the point where, and he finally won, and all Fletcher has done the entire time is whined. He wrestled 3 times that weekend, and Fletcher wrestled once, and Dustin succeeded.
Which was a great line.
And Dustin succeeded where he didn't, and Don butters Dustin up, basically blowing him in the middle of the ring.
Saying, you'll always have a spot with the Don Callis family, which I don't just give these spots away, even though he spent the entire show trying to recruit people.
Right. He says when he lost his title to Fletcher, he will hold a place in the family open for Dustin. Said that being in the Don Callis family is better than the shit show Rhodes family. And then Dustin attacked him. And I actually liked the intro. Here's the thing. I am not the biggest Dustin Rhodes fan. I was happy that he won, but Dustin has, promo-wise, struggled for like the last year and a half.
This promo wasn't bad. I put, as far as notes, like good old man babyface promo.
This is actually one of the better Dustin promos since he's been in AEW. It was actually pretty good. And then we find out we got Nigel Shivani and who I didn't figure out until middle of the next match, Colt Cabana on commentary.
It was brief.
Well, what's funny is I was like, who is that? Because you just saw the image of them and he barely talked in the beginning. And then halfway through the match, somebody had said, what do you think, Colt? And I was like, oh, it's Colt Cabana. And I will hold that thought there, because something happens, and it's fucking hilarious how it all unfolded for me. So we get match 1, which is Ricochet versus AR Fox, which is a kind of grudge match from when AR Fox abandoned him in the ring a couple weeks ago. And then
where they tagged up, and then he ended up
right
with Gates of Agony.
I don't have too much note-wise for this match, other than I love that everyone that wrestles Ricochet has a bald spot move spot at some point.
I didn't have a lot either. Most of my notes are AR Fox is taking way too much of this match.
Yeah, this is one of those where, hear me out, guys. I don't have a thing against AR Fox. I know he's...
No, I like AR Fox.
I know
AR Fox is a solid pro.
And he's also started to gain a lot of traction from the fans recently.
But this made Ricochet look bad.
But I feel like...
And Ricochet is the one you're trying to elevate.
Right. I feel like these are the type of things... This is one of those... I wouldn't have minded Ricochet coming in and squashing AR Fox, if I'm being honest. Like...
And you could have protected Fox with the Gates of Agony interference and stuff.
Right.
You could have made Ricochet look strong and not have made AR Fox look weak. But they did the reverse. AR Fox looked way too strong, and it made Ricochet look kind of weak. It was weird to watch.
Right. Instead of having the Gates of Agony as somebody that can help him win, it almost felt like he needed them there.
Yeah.
And that's not how Ricochet should. Like, Ricochet has done a good job getting himself over with the whole psychotic gimmick that he had going on with Swerve and everything. I don't think this is the route they need to be pushing him down as far as being sad. I don't.
Yeah, and it's not even like Ricochet beats him. Fox goes for a 450 and misses, and that's what leads to him getting beat.
Yeah, that's when he hits the
not
spirit
even
gun.
like, yeah, it's not even like Ricochet, did a bunch of moves to beat him. It I don't know. It didn't make Ricochet look very strong coming out of the end of this.
No. Now, after the match, they do the thing where the Gates of Agony come in, they dump AR Fox out of the ring. I thought they were going to beat the hell out of him.
Yeah.
But they don't. They just dump him out of the ring. They raise Ricochet's hand, commercial break, come back from commercial break. This is where things get funny for me. So
yes.
They zoom in on the commentary, and at this point, my exact words out of my mouth out loud is, it's really weird Colt Cabana is commentating tonight, because this is not normal.
Well, they're in Chicago. He's a Chicago guy. So I picked up on that.
I didn't even pick up on that.
I didn't know he was there until he started getting choked out.
But I was like, it's just really weird that he's there for comment, and then all of a sudden a chain gets wrapped around his neck, and I'm like, that's why.
Yep, he's there to take a beating.
He's there to get his ass beat.
Boy, did he.
Boy, did he. Marina Shafir wraps a chain around his neck. Death Riders show up, bust him open, beat the hell out of him, up and down the ring. And I put, at least we now know why he was on commentary.
Yep.
Mox ends up doing the hangman thing over the top rope to Colt. And that was pretty much it. Then they just walked off. Here's the thing. Cool segment. Kind of shows that the Death Riders are pissed off, but at the same time, absolutely unnecessary.
Yeah, I put beat up the local guy for some cheap heat and walked off.
The only thing that came cool out of it was, so backstage, Chris Statlander is having an interview, and then the Death Riders walk by. She steps in front of the interviewer to protect them from the Death Riders, which had me rolling.
Yeah, I literally put, this is just here to eat some time.
Yeah. And then Wheeler looks at her as he's passing by, blood all over her shirt, and it was like a tough week, but winners bounce back. And Stat's like, winners do bounce back, and then she walked off, and she's never to be seen again.
Yeah, it was literally it was a filler segment. It was just to get to that 2-hour mark.
Oh,
and finish the show.
There are even more fun things that happen backstage. We'll get there.
There's a lot of backstage segments in this show.
So we get match 2, which actually ended up being a pretty decent match. It was Megan Bayne versus Ty Mello, which, by the way, they put way more women matches on this show than they normally do on any show, and I feel like they were listening to everybody.
So you thought this was an okay match, huh?
I did. So I think Ty Mello looked better than she normally does. I feel like she did pretty well moving around in the ring. So I also liked the idea that everyone was banned from ringside, so there was none of the other ladies that are usually with the two of them. It also was a chance to show how strong Megan Bayne really is. There's one moment where Mello gets a guillotine choke in on Megan Bayne, and Megan Bayne, while she's got the guillotine choke on, picks her up and ends up putting her into a Falcon Arrow out of a guillotine choke, and I was like, holy shit! Which we all know how strong Megan Bayne is. She's shown this kind of strength before, but it's always cool to see her do it. Obviously, she ends up winning with her running. They called it a Liger bomb. I just said running power bomb. Whatever you want to say, call it. She hits the running power bomb for the win. I put Tay looked good in this match wrestling wise. I still hate her look and presentation though, because I do.
I put Mello is worse than 2010's Bella's. Nothing matched that Bane won with Powerbomb. I also put Mello got way too much offense on Bane.
She got a lot of offense, that is for sure.
I'm not a Mello fan.
I'm not either. But I thought I would never have said she was as bad as 2010 Bella's.
I don't know. I don't see. She's wild, dude. She's
She's
it's just
I,
all over the place.
Again, I don't think she's great, and I definitely don't think she's the future of the women's division in AEW. That's for sure.
Yeah, she needs to aim for solid pro, but it ain't there yet. But she just came back. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. She's had good matches before, but it just did not do it for me.
Wasn't she the one that accidentally broke Ruby Soho's nose?
Yeah, she sure is.
And then Ruby took it personally. That was some weird shit. That was some weird shit.
Somebody break your nose, you're gonna kind of hold a grudge.
I was only mad at you for like a week.
I didn't break your nose.
You damn near did. You don't remember the basketball court? When you were backing me down? I was pissed.
I was pissed. I was mad at you.
So...
no, you're good. Memories.
It was like I think that's like one of the only times we ever like stopped talking to each other for any lengthy period of time.
Yeah.
That was a rough.
It was a while.
That was a rough time. So Don tried to recruit Scorpio Sky backstage, which I thought was so dumb, dude. And honestly, It almost looked like Scorpio Sky was entertaining the idea.
I put Scorpio Sky going to be turning on whatever team he's got here with CD and these other two.
I don't want to see another person in the Don Callis family. They have half the roster as
way
it is.
Too many anyways. Yeah, I agree. But Christopher Daniels steps in. It looks like we're going to get a Callis family versus whatever this stable is.
SCF and U.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's.
We'll see how that goes. I like Scorpio Sky in the ring.
I will like Scorpio Sky.
He's not much outside of it in regards to promos or anything. But
no, but I will like him.
Not bad.
I will like him so much more when he gets away from Christopher Daniels, dude.
You don't like SCU, man?
No, dude. So, you had said how good the original All In was before AEW was around. And I went to go watch it. I don't remember when it was I went to go watch it, but I went to go watch it. And it opens up with the SCU. I am 10 minutes in and listening to one of the worst promos I think I may have ever heard.
But here's the thing. You didn't watch BTE either.
I didn't. But I hated everything about the promo. I hated them coming out with microphones and doing whatever the stupid shit is that they were doing.
You would have liked them more had you been watching BTE at the time.
Being the Elite.
Yeah. BT, well, back when it was BTE, it was fun. They were on there a lot. It was fun. I liked them.
Yeah, no, I hated everything about the first 5 minutes of that show. I was like, just get to the fucking wrestling. Because I know Christopher Daniels is a good wrestler. I've seen him wrestle before.
Yep.
But no, I was struggling through that promo. Anyways, I digress. We get a better women's match. But I'm also a fan of Taya Valkyrie.
I am too. I think she is not utilized very well.
She was brought in, and I thought the feud they were setting up between, originally it was her and Toni Storm for Toni Storm's first women's championship run.
See, these are the people that Toni Storm should be having like TV matches with.
Yes.
Her and Deonna Purrazzo and all these people that can go. I mean, it's going to make them look strong. They're getting title matches. It's going to make Toni look strong because the matches are going to be good.
And here's the thing that I'm hating about what they're doing with Toni Storm. And again, do not get me wrong. I love Toni Storm to death. This is nothing against her character work or in-ring work or anything like this. This is booking I'm having a problem with. not every title match needs to be a pay-per-view build-up match.
No.
You can throw her into some quote-unquote meaningless title matches just for TV wrestling. Like, throw her out there. Fuck it, dude. You can have her wrestle against any of the women that are on the roster. But they need to...
Anna Jay, anybody.
Yeah, they need to... Have her, you know,
the
people would love it.
They don't have to be 50-50 booked matches either, where everybody gets half the damn offense in. Sometimes a squash match is good. Sometimes a 70-30 match is good.
For shits and giggles, give Harley Cameron a title match when she comes back. Let her wrestle against fucking... It'd be fun. But no, I liked this match. I actually thought it was pretty good. Alex Windsor is slowly starting to grow on me.
It was a good match.
I'm not as big on Alex Windsor as AEW is, but
well, I take it back. I put bad match on here.
Oh, you didn't like it?
I'm not. I do not like Alex Windsor.
Oh.
She makes no facial expressions.
That's why you don't. That's why you don't like Okada. or most Japanese wrestlers. None of them look like they're in pain ever.
Give it time. We got a Shibata match on the card.
I loved that match too, though.
We'll get there. Yeah, I don't know. I did like I like Taya Valkyrie's counter to the first sharpshooter she got put in. She just yanked that bitch by the hair.
Right.
But that's like the only note I have on there.
I've got Taya dominates most of the match. Alex wins with a submission.
Yeah, I said Taya actually makes facial expressions. No facials at all from Windsor. I said nice hair pull to escape sharpshooter by Taya. Then I put bad match. Windsor wins.
After she wins, though, Athena comes out from the same balcony that Tony did on Dynamite. And she basically tells Alex to get the hell out of the ring.
Yes. Say, you ain't there yet, lady. Get out of my ring.
She tries to talk shit to the crowd, and the crowd was so confused. Because they want to cheer for her, but then she's saying shit to them, so they kind of want to boo her. So in all reality, they were just kind of quiet. And
yeah, because somebody's got to be the heel in the match between her and Tony.
They don't have to be, though. You can book a face-and-face match. It's possible. And if anything, if you want somebody to be a heel and you want to have a second match, cool. Have somebody do some really heelish shit during the match. But I have seen tons of face v face matches that are perfectly fine. I got to watch Daniel Bryan wrestle fucking Kenny Omega. I mean, come on. It can be done.
Yeah, but that was like, there was no build to that, really. There wasn't a long build like they're trying to build this match between them.
Then you just build them to be competitive against each other. Like, they ain't got to be assholes to the crowd if people want to cheer for them. The problem they're going to run into is people aren't going to fucking boo Athena. I'm not going to. Athena could get in my face in the middle of a match and tell me I suck, and I'd be like, "You're right, I do. Woo, let's go."
You called it, lady. Yeah. Athena got no heat, really. It was just a war of words with Tony.
But I do love she kept calling her Tonty Storm.
Yeah. Again, I'm with you. Like, nobody's booing Athena. Nobody's buying the heel stuff. It's going to be a great match no matter what. So
yes.
We're all just kind of biding our time for the match.
Tony does come out, though. She's like, I'm the only balcony bitch in this company.
Yes.
She says to go ahead and sign the contract now and come in the ring so that I could beat your ass. And then Athena's like, no. So she's like, well, then why don't you come down here anyways so that I can, how does she say, buff my shoe on your rectum or something like that. And she still said no. So then Tony was like, all right, I guess I'm just going to have to come up there and beat your ass myself. And she drops the mic, she starts running towards the balcony, and all you eventually hear is Athena go, catch me if you can, bitch.
Yeah, she's running away with her microphone. saying, "Catch me if you can, bitch." And then Tony's up there at the balcony to pose again. Yeah, good segment.
Best moment of the night. Although there is a rival to this segment that also involves somebody running with a mic later that I also absolutely loved, but we'll get to that.
I don't know if I don't think that rivals this segment, but I know what you're talking about, and I do like that that match.
So we get a backstage segment where there's an issue between Billy Gunn and Anthony Bowens.
Which I am just exhausted. I didn't even know they were still a thing.
Billy basically said he set up a Bowens for next week and to trust him, and Bowens was like, "Yeah, I trust you." So we'll see how Billy's gonna fuck him over.
I think Bowens is going to blame Billy for whatever loss he ends up getting, and then I think Bowens is turning heel.
He needs to. I think he'll be a much better heel.
I wouldn't be surprised if Bowens and Caster end up back together.
I wouldn't either at some point.
I put meh segment.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the segment, but I didn't hate it. It just exists.
I didn't hate it. Bowens on the mic. He needs some work. He's not terrible, but he needs some work.
Yeah.
He just seems a little unnatural.
And we get a 4-way $200,000 tag match.
Yay, a multi-tag team match.
Big Bill, my favorite person in this whole match, with
he is the only one over in this well, the Guns are over, but he is the highlight of this entire match.
We get Big Bill and Brian Keith versus Crew, which is Leo Rush and Action Andretti, versus Gates of Agony versus the Ass Boys, which is Austin and Colton Gunn with Lord Farquaad. I mean Juice Robinson.
Was Juice out there? I don't think Juice was out there.
He came out for the intro with them, but then did not come to the ring.
And then he took off? Okay.
Yeah. About halfway through the match, it breaks down. Everyone gets in the ring, and it just becomes a big brawl. Ricochet eventually interferes, though. Gates of Agony get the win with their lame-ass finisher that I hate so much.
Yeah, I understand that. This was mostly... The first part of the match was just to get the Guns back over, so the Guns could do their little double team moves and stuff until Big Bill got in there, and then Big Bill was just kind of running through people, and then like you said, Ricochet comes out to distract, gives the Gates of Agony an opportunity. They seize the opportunity and win. So they're $200,000 richer apparently.
The real conversation that comes with this match, though, so this was a taped segment, by the way. This whole night was a taped show. This wasn't live.
No.
It was actually filmed on Thursday, and come to find out, Colton Gunn got injured during this match.
You could tell because they panned away from him very quickly.
Yeah,
I even spotted it in the ring.
I waited the whole match to see what had happened because I had already seen on Twitter that somebody said that he got injured during the taping. So I was like, fuck, dude, because he just came back. He's the reason that they were waiting to come back. They were waiting for him to get healthy, and then he got healthy finally.
It looks like his leg buckled.
Yeah. So I'm hoping it's not a serious injury, but there's videos of him being helped to the back by everybody. Not everybody, by his brother, and
that sucks because him and Juice just came back.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. Like, I want so much good for the Guns, and they just cannot catch a fucking break, dude.
That is true.
They just take turns being hurt. That's pretty much what it comes down to. So yeah, he got hurt. There's obviously nobody's come out and said that I've been able to see it. I even Googled it earlier. No one's come out and said if it's a serious long-term injury, if it was something that, it's only going to take a couple weeks to get back from or whatever. But it sucks to think that, hey, first match back and you're already out again.
Yeah, hopefully not serious, but we'll see.
Yeah, they need the tag teams, honestly.
They sure do.
But yeah, a big highlight for me was Big Bill, because Big Bill is always a big highlight for me. I love that man as far as wrestling goes.
Yeah, he's the. I saw. Who was it? Colton Gunn, right?
Yeah, the one that got injured.
Yeah, so you could tell Colton got hurt in the ring, and then Big Bill kind of spills to the outside, and he's kind of running around the ring, and there's this like long gap of him running around, so you could tell somebody wasn't in the spot they were supposed to be. Turns out it was probably Colton, hence the reason Bill kept on running around the ring.
Right.
It was a little awkward, but you could tell something was up based
There's
on how he buckled, and then Bill not having, no one was sitting there feeding. He wasn't being fed anything to
as
continue his heat.
as Bill was running around the ring, you actually see a moment where Austin is actually on the outside of the ring, like leaning over, and you can see him wording something. I believe it was to Keith, as Bill was coming around, and I think Keith related to Bill when Bill came around looking confused.
Yeah, because he sure did look confused.
And that's about the time we went to a commercial break, and when they came back, it actually was Austin and Bill in the ring.
Okay, that would make sense.
I'm pretty sure that was when all that happened. But yeah, so he's injured. After that match is over and we get that stupid shit done, Max Caster comes out and does his Platinum Max Open Challenge. And Kyle O'Reilly's music hits, and I'm torn here because usually this is meant to bring someone that you're not expecting to come back, or something super unique that you just weren't expecting. And this time it was just Kyle O'Reilly, and I was like, oh, okay.
I like Kyle O'Reilly, so I was like, yeah.
I mean, I like Kyle, but I just watched this man do the Rizzler shit for like 6 hours, right? So he comes out. My favorite part of this whole match, though, and it's one of my top 3 favorite moments of the night, is there's a part where Max Caster starts to run from Kyle O'Reilly, and he picks up a mic in the process.
He's trying to run out the clock because the challenge is a 5-minute challenge in the ring with the greatest wrestler of all time.
But as he's running, he sounds like a little brother who's being picked on, and he's like, "Kyle, stop it, man! Stop chasing me, Kyle, stop it!" And I'm laughing the entire time, and this goes on for almost 15 to 20 seconds.
Dude, I'd say it was even longer than that. It was a while.
Eventually,
he runs by Roddy, and Roddy trips Max Caster.
Roddy trips him, and Shivani, I don't like that. Shut up, Shivani.
Shivani adds nothing to commentary.
So
Tony, if you're listening, please stop booking him to be on commentary. Bring up Ian Riccaboni.
Bring back Colt Cabana.
Try anybody else. Put Evil Uno out there. I don't care.
No, don't do that.
Anybody but Shivani.
No. You know who I wouldn't mind it being, though, because I've heard them do commentary before.
Who's that?
Big Show. He ain't doing anything. Let him sit out at that desk.
Yeah, he did. For
he did
Elevation
Dark
or whatever. Or Dark, Elevation. It's same ass show.
Yeah.
But yeah, something. I was about to say a show even there, but he was on the pre-show for the last pay-per-view. I'd take Renee.
No, she needs to do backstage stuff.
Anybody but Shivani. I mean anybody. He mispronounced an inverted suplex, called it a flatliner.
That's a problem in all of wrestling right now, though, dude. Nobody knows what the moves are called, and it drives me nuts.
He does it a lot.
Him and Cole. Cole does it all the fucking time too.
Cole has a line to get him out of those segments, though. It's, well, that's vintage so-and-so.
But yeah, so basically Max goes to roll up Kyle after an eye rake. Kyle looks at him like he's stupid. I said puts him in the Kuji fa, whatever the fuck it is. Puts an armbar on him.
Yeah, I said Max tries sunset flip. Kyle counters into armbar for win.
Max taps out very quickly. And here's where shit made me laugh. I don't know if you caught this or not. But, so they pan to Hologram and Ishii watching backstage.
Oh, I hate Hologram.
And they're sitting there watching, and the exact words out of Shivani's face is, "Look, there's Ishii. He'll be in the main event later tonight." And Ishii does not show back up.
I don't even know if my broadcast got that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was like, oh, Ishii's gonna wrestle tonight. Cool. And then it never happens.
Did you stream it on Max or what?
On Max.
Okay, I watched it on TNT.
Um,
Maybe that was one of the commercial segments.
I have no clue, but um, we do get to a backstage segment. Juice is losing his mind and challenges Ricochet because of Ricochet's interference, but then he gets jumped by Big Bill, which made zero fucking sense to me.
Yeah, Juice was mad that he didn't get the 200K for the match.
Big Bill was blaming the Guns or blaming Juice for something, and I'm like, when have you two even had an interaction together? Not that I don't hate it because it's going to lead to a match, but because I do like Juice and I like Big Bill, so go ahead, make them fight.
I literally put Juice promo interrupted by Big Bill, pull apart fight. I'm down for that match.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fun match as long as Juice doesn't get hurt. But yeah,
I hope not. He just got back too.
Yeah, I know. That corner of fucking, because between them, Switchblade,
that whole group,
and
that
fucking
whole group has the worst luck ever.
So then we get match 5, which I thought was going to be the main event at first, because I didn't realize how much they stacked match wise for this fucking show. I was like, oh, we're already
a lot.
I was like, we're already 5 matches in. We get your favorite guy, Roosh.
I do like Roosh.
I like Roosh until he talks.
Well, English is not his strong suit.
No, he only learned one sentence.
He needs a mouthpiece.
He used to have one, I think.
He doesn't anymore.
So it's Roosh versus Shibata, and I loved this match because they just beat the fuck out of each other.
I hated it. It was a slap match. Just slap.
Oh, there were lots of slaps. There were lots of slams, throwing each other around, beating the hell out of each other. I loved it. I'm a simple man.
I like Roosh, but there wasn't enough actual wrestling here. It was just they were just slap fighting each other.
As Shibata gets the upper hand, Beast Mordos and Dralistico interfere. Shibata takes them out. Then Roosh hits that mess with the bull, you get the horns move. Roosh wins. Again, I love the move. I love that he does it. I don't like that he says something before he does it. Just fucking do it, because you sound stupid. And then LFI goes for the post-match beatdown and hint that they want the trios match shot. And I'm going to be honest with you. I would be okay with LFI beating the Ops for the trios titles.
So would I.
I like Roosh as a wrestler. I like Dralistico. I love Beast Mordos. He's probably my favorite of the 3.
He's my second favorite. I like Beast Mortos a lot, but Roosh is the man.
Dralistico's
I'm down for that too.
I'd be okay with the 3 of them having it. So we will see how that goes.
Right.
Hopefully they win the titles.
Hobbs came out for the save with the chair.
Hobbs eventually comes out for the save. I want them to win specifically so that the Ops can split up and Joe can get back in the world title scene. He doesn't need to go for the world title now. That's not what I'm saying. But he can start to be involved in the scene again because he's a very good tweener.
Yes.
That is very believable regardless of who he's up against. Heel, face, it doesn't matter. He sounds like he's just always pissed off at who he's face to face with.
And it doesn't even have to be the world title. It could be the TNT title. It could be Okada's next opponent for the unified title. Just anything.
And I also want Hobbs to get a legitimate push in something that's not.
Yeah, because they've missed the boat on so many of these guys who got over organically and then they did nothing with.
Yeah.
Whether because of injury, I think Hobbs got hurt in the middle of his push, but
Hobbs is
they did nothing with Wardlow when he got over. He beat Max, and then they did nothing with him, and then he eventually got hurt.
And the thing about Hobbs too, he's just a big dude who. Honestly, could probably get over if they wanted to do it in AEW style, like House of Pain type gimmick.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be the exact same. I don't need another Mark Henry, but something similar.
No. Make him look strong.
Yeah.
doing a bunch of squash matches to a bunch of those wrestlers that all look and do the same thing. The Dante Martins and the AR Foxes and the Flippy crew that is there doing just tag matches, or
Top
in
Flight.
this case, four-way tag matches, and put him over strong, and then start building him up for something meaningful.
Yep. I wouldn't mind him having the TNT title, a legitimate run with the TNT title, not a win it and then just lose it.
Right.
All right. So then we get to the main event, which is another multi-man match because that's what AEW loves to do.
Yeah, another eight. This was instead of 4 different teams combining for 8 people, it was just 2 teams of 4.
Yeah, it was the Don Callis family, which consisted of Hechicero, Lance Archer, Rocky Romero, and Josh Alexander. Rocky Romero, by the way, his chin is huge, my guy. And then they are taking on Jet Speed, which is Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey, Mascara, Dorada, and Bandito. Bandito is growing quite the following. I will say that.
Bandito's good. I just wish he would do meaningful matches that weren't all just on ROH.
Right. Honestly, this was an okay match. I started to tune out mentally. And it has nothing to do with any of them. But at this point, I had seen a lot of wrestling, and it was just another multi-man match, and I was just like, ugh.
My first note was literally Flippy BS Lucha Heavy match until Archer gets in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The faces end up...
Stereo punches by baby faces.
The faces end up winning with Mascarado Dorado doing a shooting star press to Rocky Romero.
Yeah, after Bandito did his slingshot German.
And getting the pin. I don't mind the flippy stuff. I just, at this point, I was 6 matches into an already heavy multi-team, multi-man card.
Right. I was taking pretty good notes, and then I literally put in here, Tony Schiavone kills every match with his awkward commentary. And then I just put my pen down until I did the Bandito slingshot German shooting star press win. Like he just takes me out of every match, man. He just kills me. I want to watch the show on mute, but I'm afraid I will miss something, so I can't.
If you watch it on Max, you might be able to change it over to the Spanish commentary.
I don't speak complete Spanish. I would pick up a word here and there, and that would be, well, it would still probably be better than Tony Schiavone commentary. I guess I could put the captions on and just read.
It still wouldn't say much, and every now and then a word or two would pop up.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
You'd be like, "Damn it, Tony! Stop talking so loudly."
Right? I'd probably be like, "Why are all these words on my screen? Why is Tony Schiavone talking this much?"
Yeah, no. So commentary tonight was rough. I feel like, again, I love Nigel, and
I do too. Nigel, I'm beginning to think that Nigel just kind of zones out.
I wrote this, hold on. I wrote this down at one point. Where did I fucking write it down at? Because Nigel said something during the show that I laughed it was here. It was during the Roosh match. As Roosh was coming out, Nigel says, Roosh one time beat a man so bad that after the match, the opponent had to start taking meds for Hispanic attacks.
That's terrible.
And Schiavone goes, "Are you serious?" And then all of a sudden he's like, "Nigel, everyone." And I just started laughing because it's Hispanic because Roosh is Hispanic, but also his panic, as in his panic attacks. So
his panic attacks, yeah, that was awful.
I laughed unreasonably at that joke, and almost felt like it wasn't near as funny as it was. Funny enough for me to write the motherfucker down, though. I know that much.
Man, I totally missed it. But I just drown them out until he says something really stupid, and then it just
So I love Nigel, but where I struggle with Nigel as a commentator, and
Nigel
honest,
needs a good color guy
to
to
feed off
kind
of.
of lead the conversation for him to have meaningful things to say. And Shivani gives him
Like,
nothing, man.
no,
Nothing.
I think my favorite trio of people are when it's Excalibur, Nigel, and Taz.
I agree.
I think is the best commentating team they have. Here's my thing though. I don't like Nigel alone with Taz, and I don't
No,
like
because there still has to be a lead commentator.
right.
They're the right.
Um, but yeah, no, the three of them together are amazing, and I really wish they could find a way to get the three of them on one of the shows. Obviously, they don't want to do both of the shows because they've got lives to live and things to do.
Ian Riccaboni and Nigel is really good as well because they've done a bunch of they did Collision and stuff before together as well. And
I always forget Ian's there until he shows up, and then I'm like, oh hey, it's Ian, let's go.
I can't forget Ian. Ian's got that game show host voice. He always
does.
I always think he's going to be like, come on down. You're the next contestant.
The good thing about Ian, and I will say this, and this is where I wish they would go with this. If you're going to force me to have to listen to Tony Schiavone, team him up with Ian, because Ian drowns him out.
You're already paying Tony Schiavone. Just have him show up and do in-ring segments. That's all he's got to do. Just take him off of commentary.
But no, I like, so going back to the other things though, so Nigel, Taz, and Excalibur are my favorite commentating group, period, in wrestling. The three of them together are great. Taz is hilarious, Nigel's hilarious, and Excalibur's enough of a play-by-play commentator to get them reeled in for them to be able to do their jokes as needed. My problem,
he leads it into their talking points.
My problem with Nigel specifically, though, and this is something that he's never going to get away from, regardless of who his co-commentator is. My problem with Nigel is he's way too off the cuff, and does stuff like that stupid fucking joke out of nowhere, and he will make up stats that don't actually exist, and he does it all the time. He'll make up pointless things that don't actually happen. He'll make up stuff like, oh yeah, this wrestler did this, and he'll get called out on it. And it's like, dude, what are you contributing at this point if you're just saying random shit, Nigel? And that's where
he probably feels like he has to try to add something to it, because what the fuck is anybody else adding to the commentary?
Right, and that's where I think having an Excalibur or a Riccaboni is a big help for him. If he has them to feed off of, it's a lot better.
Yeah, agreed.
But when it's him and Shivani, I struggled with tonight's commentary as a whole. I was like, ugh.
Oh, it was bad.
No wonder nobody watches Collision. It has nothing to do with the matches or the show. It's you motherfuckers.
It is a turnoff.
But yeah, but then again, I've struggled with commentary, period, ever since King and JR stopped commentating together.
I miss a healthy JR.
Even a healthy JR, I think, would struggle with the people in AEW's team-wise.
He works good with Nigel. He works good with Taz.
Well, him and Taz worked together for a while anyways.
Just him and Excalibur and somebody else. It's just too much.
Right.
But
my problem was JR, and I get it because it's who he is, and I'm okay with people being like this in general. But on TV, you should never sound completely disinterested in the people you're calling matches for. Like, I understand if you don't like a team or you don't like somebody's persona. But it kind of runs along the same lines of like when Britt Baker was telling old girl that she doesn't care in the ring. It gives me that same kind of vibe where you're just like, at least
Who'd she
try
tell
to.
that to? Wasn't that Thunder Rosa?
No, that was that one lady that wrestles barefoot. Um,
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
you will once I say her name. What is her name?
I can only imagine what this Google search is.
No. All I typed in was who did Britt Baker tell she didn't care.
Oh, okay.
Women. Dude, I don't know why I can't remember her name. She also has her own wrestling school.
Yeah, it's probably not that important.
It is now, damn it. I wish there was a way to filter by women. Oh, there is.
Yeah, their roster pages.
Men's roster.
Okay.
Women's roster. All right, so Britt Baker's still on the roster though.
Yeah, she ain't gone nowhere yet.
They need to bring Camille back to do something. She's still on the roster. There's some people I ain't seen in forever.
Yeah, their roster page doesn't get updated very frequently.
Serena Deeb is who she told that to.
Serena Deeb wears boots.
I've seen her wrestle barefoot several times. That's why I mentioned it.
Yeah, I didn't remember that. I like Serena Deeb.
I don't mind her. But I also was not necessarily disagreeing with Britt Baker when she said nobody cares. Because Serena Deeb showed up and I'm like, why are you out there? This is not a match I want to see.
She can work, though. She's
she
a much
can.
better worker than Britt.
Oh, true. But yeah, no, that was, dude. Again, every single match I see of Mercedes Moné when she wrestles, my mind immediately goes back to Britt Baker had to have been sandbagging her, dude. Had to have been, because their match was so terrible,
And that may be why she ain't been back, man. It wasn't long after that she departed.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of people they could use for broadcast on their broadcast team. Look at that. Lexi Nair.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
she's one of the backstage interviewees.
The backstage. Okay, I know who that is then.
They got some lady named Arcadia Aura who looks just like Stephanie McMahon. For a second, I was like, what?
Why, Steph? How did she do that?
But no, over and above all, both the B shows felt like B shows.
Honestly, I thought SmackDown was better than Raw. Raw was rough.
I can't judge. I didn't watch it, so I don't.
You watched it through the perspective of Simon Miller, so you saw it.
Yeah, but Simon makes everything seem great, so I don't.
He is certainly a glass half full guy.
I will try to figure out the whole Netflix thing. That's for sure. If push comes to shove, I know most VPNs require you to pay for a year of it. And if push comes to shove, next month I may pick up a year's worth of a VPN that does work with Netflix.
Surfshark, he's talking to you. You could totally sponsor the podcast.
Right? Surfshark VPN, how much is it?
I don't remember. I got mine because I think I got it when they were sponsoring Wrestle Talk. And I got extra months from their promo code.
Okay, so it's like $249 a month if you pay for 27 months in advance.
Yeah, so you get 2 years plus you get the 3 extra months.
Yeah, and it's only like $70 basically. That's not bad. That's about what I pay for. That's about what I pay for. That's if you pay for 2 years. That's about what I paid for the McCaffrey. And the whole reason I even got to McCaffrey wasn't even the VPN. I didn't even realize they had a VPN. I got McCaffrey because it was something I was doing with YouTube uploads or streaming. I don't remember exactly. I may end up canceling my McCaffrey, though. We'll see. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this video. This ran a little bit longer because it's a two-shower. But we've got 2 weeks before SummerSlam. We've got Raw in a couple days, and then we've got Dynamite in a couple days after that.
Hopefully Dynamite will be a much better show because their post All-In show was not great, nor was their post Collision show. So hopefully they ramp it up.
This is about the standard Collision. I will say that. Collision, it's way more wrestling than story building. My problem.
This was a lot of backstage stuff too, though.
Yeah, my big problem with this one were all the multi-man matches. Like, we need to do away with so many multi-man matches all the time. Like, you want to do one a show, fine. But, like, I don't need 3 of them.
Right.
I definitely don't need 3 of them here, 2 of them on SmackDown.
Hey, at least we got 3 women's segments. So you know what?
Yeah.
I want to call that a win.
I
Especially for AEW.
Super excited for Taya. Because she finally got to be back on TV. I wish her and her husband would get more TV time, to be honest.
TV's actually in his name. Come on, man.
Right. Johnny TV. I wrote his name down in my notes at some point as well. I think I called him...
Did you call him Johnny Nitro?
No.
You can be honest.
No. I said specifically... Taya Valkyrie with MXM Collective and Johnny, whatever he's called now. TV, I think.
Yeah, whatever last part of his name he's doing these days.
Because I know when he came in and got signed, everybody thought he was going to go by Johnny Elite. And then he didn't, which surprised a lot of people. Because I felt like the writing was on the wall there. But yeah, he's gone by Johnny Mundo, John Morrison. He's had a couple others as well. I think he's gone by Johnny Elite before somewhere else.
No telling. He's pretty much worked everywhere.
But he's good too. He's still good. Still puts on good matches, but they don't use him unless he's being used in ROH, which is possible.
Yeah, I think most of that act is in Ring of Honor.
I love MXM Collective as well. They are hilarious.
Mansoor and whatever the other guy's called, I can't think of right now.
Yeah.
Another M word.
I don't remember what it is either, but no, together they're hilarious. And I remember when they all joined up as a trio. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Good times. But all right, guys.
Yes, indeed.
We're going to end it here. Thank you all for hanging out with us. We will see you in a couple days when Raw comes out.
Yep, Monday night.
Peace.
Later.